The Iceberg Theory, exploring the literary legacy of Ernest Hemingway. Ernest Hemingway, a name synonymous with rugged masculinity, concise prose, and a profound exploration of human nature, remains one of the most influential figures in 20th century literature. His unique style, characterized by sparse language, stark realism, and a focus on the unspoken, continues to captivate readers decades after his death. This article delves into the literary world of Hemingway, examining his key works, literary techniques, and the enduring impact his writing has had on both literature and society. Early influences and the lost generation. Hemingway's literary journey began in his youth, influenced by his upbringing in the Midwest and his early experiences as a journalist in Kansas City, Missouri. His exposure to the harsh realities of life and death, especially during his time as an ambulance driver in World War I, significantly shaped his worldview and writing style. In the aftermath of the war, Hemingway found himself part of the lost generation, a group of disillusioned American writers who sought refuge in Paris. This period witnessed the rise of modernism, with writers like Gertrude Stein, Ezra Pound, and James Joyce challenging traditional literary norms. Hemingway, influenced by this movement, developed his signature style, which focused on clarity, simplicity, and a stripped-down approach to language. The rise of a literary icon, key works and themes. Hemingway's breakthrough came with his debut novel, The Sun Also Rises, 1926. Set in the aftermath of World War I, this novel follows a group of American and British expatriates in Paris and Spain, grappling with disillusionment, lost love, and the emptiness of their lives. The novel's focus on themes of identity, trauma, and the search for meaning resonated deeply with the post-war generation, establishing Hemingway as a major literary force. A Farewell to Arms, 1929, considered his masterpiece by many, further solidified Hemingway's position as a literary giant. This novel follows the tragic love story of Frederick Henry, an American ambulance driver, and Catherine Barclay, a British nurse, set against the backdrop of World War I. The novel explores themes of love, loss, and the fragility of human existence. The stark realism and powerful emotional impact of A Farewell to Arms cemented Hemingway's reputation as a master storyteller. For Whom the Bell Tolls, 1940, a historical novel set during the Spanish Civil War, is another testament to Hemingway's talent. The novel explores themes of war, courage, and the human cost of conflict through the story of Robert Jordan, an American volunteer fighting alongside the Spanish Republicans. For Whom the Bell Tolls exemplifies Hemingway's ability to create vivid historical narratives with a profound understanding of human psychology. The Old Man and the Sea, 1952, Hemingway's most famous novella, is a powerful allegory for the human struggle against fate and adversity. The story follows an aging Cuban fisherman who battles a giant marlin for days, revealing themes of resilience, determination, and the inherent beauty in the face of defeat. The novella's simplicity and profound emotional impact made it an instant success, earning Hemingway the Pulitzer Prize and solidifying his place in American literary history. The Iceberg Theory, a style defined. Hemingway's writing style, often referred to as the Iceberg Theory, is characterized by a deliberate omission of details and a focus on the unspoken. He believed that the most powerful and meaningful parts of a story were often those that were left unsaid, allowing the reader to fill in the gaps and draw their own conclusions. This approach is evident in his concise, declarative sentences, his use of dialogue to reveal character and plot, and his masterful use of symbolism and imagery. Hemingway's prose is stripped to its bare bones, leaving the reader to grapple with the emotions and implications of the story. The influence of masculinity and the Hemingway Code. Hemingway's work is deeply intertwined with notions of masculinity, stoicism, and a code of conduct that valorizes courage, resilience, and the ability to withstand pain and suffering. His characters are often rugged individuals who face hardship with quiet determination, embodying the Hemingway Code, a set of principles that emphasizes self-reliance, grace under pressure, and a commitment to living authentically. This focus on masculinity and stoicism has been subject to criticism, with some arguing that it reinforces harmful stereotypes and glorifies a narrow definition of manhood. However, it's important to acknowledge that Hemingway's work also explores the complexities of human emotion, and his characters often struggle with internal conflict and grapple with the consequences of their actions. The legacy of Hemingway, a lasting impact. Hemingway's impact on literature and culture is undeniable. His iconic status as a writer, his unique writing style, and his exploration of universal themes like love, loss, and the human condition continue to resonate with readers across generations. Influence on modern literature. Hemingway's minimalist and direct style has influenced generations of writers, including Raymond Carver, Cormac McCarthy, and J.D. Salinger. His focus on authenticity, honesty, and the power of the unspoken has become a hallmark of contemporary literature. Cultural impact. Hemingway's image as a rugged, adventurous writer and his embrace of a life of action and travel has shaped cultural perceptions of masculinity and the ideal of living life to the fullest. His work continues to inspire travelers, adventurers, and those who seek to live an authentic life. Critique and controversy. Hemingway's work has also been subject to criticism, with arguments made against his simplistic depiction of masculinity, his romanticization of violence, and his perceived glorification of a certain type of American individualism. Critics have also questioned the overuse of cliches and the repetition of themes in his writing. Conclusion: a literary giant with enduring influence. Despite the controversies surrounding his work, Ernest Hemingway remains a towering figure in 20th century literature. His iconic status is built upon his unique writing style, his exploration of universal themes, and his ability to capture the essence of human experience in a few powerful words. Hemingway's literary legacy is one that continues to inspire, challenge, and provoke discussion. His influence is evident in the works of countless contemporary writers, and his exploration of the human condition remains relevant and engaging today. By embracing the iceberg theory and focusing on the unspoken, Hemingway has left an indelible mark on the literary landscape, ensuring his place as one of the most significant writers of the 20th century. His words will continue to resonate with readers for generations to come, reminding us of the beauty and complexity of human existence and the power of storytelling to capture the truth of our shared experience.